Oh, good afternoon and good morning from around the world. I'm Yaliwe Soko, and right now I'm talking to you from South Africa. It's always good to be here chatting with the Biofire team and the HVAC team. So today we have another exciting AMA, and we will be joined later on by one of the applicants. Her name is Shayla Kabwe from South Africa, and she will be giving us some insight on the scholarship program and why she's excited to be one of the applicants. So before we continue, I would like to give this opportunity to to our panelists to introduce themselves. So we can start with the HVAC team, and then we'll have the Biofire team also introduce themselves. So thank you so much, everyone, for making the time.
Thank you, Yali. I'm Chris Compton. I'm the founder and CEO of HVACredu.net. We're very pleased to be here with Yale and ready to go with some scholarships for Africa. Good morning, I should say. Good afternoon, whatever time of day it is around the world. And with me is Todd Clare. So good morning.
Good morning. I'm Todd Clare. I'm one of the I'm the lead SME here at HVACredu, and I'm excited to talk about some immersive learning experiences we have, some exercises, as well as, more importantly, the scholarship foundation we have for South Africa. Excited to show what we have, and the wand on to Brian Ma.
Thank you, Todd. And Yaliwe, I really appreciate the opportunity here to meet and to talk to one of the students. It's always a wonderful thing to do, especially in this series that you're running. And I just really want to thank the HVAC EDU team. What a fantastic job they're doing in the continent of Africa and elsewhere in the world. It's just an amazing organization. DC's doing a fantastic job. We love working on the virtual reality modules and building out this incredible technology to help people learn things that in an amazing way across the continent and around the world. So we're very excited about this AMA and look forward to all the questions and comments.
I think, Chris?
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Benedict, COO at Finovant Biofire Project. Thank you all for taking the time to join with us today. We have great content. We are very excited about partnering with HVAC EDU and helping them bring their scholarships to the African continent. And Yaliwe is a key part of that. So we're really grateful and fortunate to be able to work with her live on the ground in South Africa. I'll throw it to David now. Hey, David, we're not getting your microphone. If you want to try that again, please. All righty. He may have frozen. We'll give him a moment.
Yes, I think he's having some network problems.
Okay.
David, do you want to try again? Okay, we still can't hear David, so I think we will get back to him. And I would like to thank the HVAC EDU team and the Biofire team as well for giving me this opportunity to be able to source applicants and talk to different people about the scholarship program. And a lot of people have been excited about it and really wanting to find out how do they participate. And obviously, it holds a lot of potential for the continent. So thank you so much. I'd like to pose this question to, I think, Chris and Todd. Would you just speak a little bit about maybe what has been your highlight, your personal highlight for 2023, right? At HVAC and also personally, but also what do you look forward to in 2024?
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh boy, our highlights. Well, certainly one of the highlights for us in 23 is working with Finovant in developing these interactive simulations. That's been very revolutionary for us and for our students. Other highlights. What we've had a very strong year. I'm working on several other development projects that will benefit our students. We're expanding our curriculum into different areas, still in the HVACR world. We've had Todd on the crew for just over a year now.
About
And
16 months.
Yeah, he's been a great addition and very significant help. What else? Todd and I were identified as two of the top influencers, right, Todd?
Right.
Great
two
job.
Of the top influencers in the HVACR training industry. Yeah, that was a good highlight.
Yeah.
So
That was a great highlight.
24. Yeah, in 24, we're just going to do more curriculum, more interactive simulations. That process will probably go on for forever. There's just too much to do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Todd?
You're up, Todd.
Well, so as Chris mentioned, yeah,
Unless-
we were.
oh, yeah.
Chris, oh, go ahead.
Yaliwe,
You're not finished.
Yes, Todd, please go ahead.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
I thought Chris wasn't there. So as Chris so kindly mentioned, yes, he and I both were recognized as I believe it's called 25 most top educational influencers in the HVACR trade, or put on by HVAC Excellence and True Tech Tools, actually. And I'm honored to be one of those individuals, and excited to see what 2024 holds. But as far as 2023, as Chris mentioned, I came on late 2022, so I had all of 2023 to be here on the HVACR EDU team, help make a difference, and I sure hope I'm doing what I was hired to do, and I feel like I am. And we are making some really great progress. Number one, updating our content. Number two, expanding our roots and our knowledge and expertise in other aspects of HVACR EDU, or HVACR education, that is. And as we look forward to 2024, we continue to do more of that, as Chris mentioned. And we have to keep our cards close to our chest, because we have to can't say too much, but big things are coming, and industry changes are going to be wide-eyed, open mouth in awe of what we're going to bring to the table.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It's actually very exciting to hear that. I think Chris Benedict, maybe can you just speak to us a little bit about what your experience has been working with HVAC Edu?
Sure, Yaliwe, thank you. It's been a really great opportunity for us working with the HVAC-R team. We're all about technology, but we're also about the partnerships, and that's where the technology comes to life. It's easy to have a good solution, but if you don't have good partners or good ways to deliver that solution, it falls flat. And when you deal with someone like the HVAC-R EDU team, it's exciting every time we speak with them, because they have vision as to what they want to deliver. So there's a great fit between their content and what they already do better than anyone else, with the technology that we're bringing to the table through the Unreal Engine and the virtual reality type technology. So it's exciting to take these two things together, but it's really the people that make it work. And Chris and Todd have a terrific team, and they're just focused on delivering the best content they can in a way that works best for their end users. And that really aligns with what we do. We are all about taking technology and making complex technology easier for people to use, whilst making it safer at the same time. So it's a really great fit between the two organizations, and that's a great question.
Thank you so much for that insight, Chris. So I think one of the problems that we face in Africa is the issue of, like, I think we've spoken about it a number of times, it's the issue of having proper network and proper devices, right? And right now, this is an example where we're still having difficulty with our applicants to join because of these challenges that they're facing. So I think, Brian, I'd like you to talk a little bit more about the Phoenix X and how it will help mitigate some of these problems, because that's a huge problem. And also, how does the scholarship program fit into the entire Phoenix X program? So please speak to us about that.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic question. And one of the things that I would like to highlight with that question is that just looking at the work that DC is doing in this area, one of the visions that they have is to take the metaverse, the virtual reality, and make sure that it works across the platforms. So it will work on a Microsoft laptop or a Microsoft PC, and it will work on an Android device or an iOS device. And so what we have done with the Phoenix X, the mobile platform, is we have already built an app for that phone. So the phone itself will have a standard Android operating system, which is highly secure. So as the student is learning and putting their personal information on the device, all of that information will be very secure, secured by their biometrics. And then we have an educational app that we have put on the device. And because this content will be cross-platform, the device itself is a little larger, so it has a nice sized screen. And you can use it to take these courses, these virtual reality courses, and all of the web-based courses that HVAC-R EDU offers. You will also be able to use it during load shedding. So this content can be downloaded to the device and actually preloaded on the phone. So even if connectivity is lost, if you lose connectivity, the student will be able to continue to learn. And even if they suffer load shedding, they can have the phone itself has a larger battery. So it will continue to work when the power is turned off. And this is a huge advantage for students in Africa, not only in South Africa, but every country across the continent. So it's a fantastic device. It really supports the mission and the vision that DC has for HVAC-R EDU, providing that content around the clock to students across Africa.
Thank you so much, Brian. I think that solves a lot of problems, especially the connectivity issue. Connectivity is one big problem that we face here, but also not only that, there's the issue of access to internet, the cost of internet. Oh, I think we have Shayla now.
Oh, good.
Hello.
Hi, Shayla.
Hello.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We've been waiting for you. So I just informed the team that you
I
have
was having connectivity issues here.
Oh, yeah, there we heard it. So she has been struggling to join, but so maybe Shayla would like you to just introduce yourself. So we have the Biofi team and the HVAC-R Edu team. So please introduce yourself and what you're doing at the moment.
Well, my name is Shayla, and I just matriculated. I just finished my matric this year. Yeah.
Okay, so matric is like could you explain matric maybe a little bit?
So that
audience, yes.
So matric is like the last year of your high school year. I recently just wrote my NSC, my National Senior Certificate exams in December, and I finished on the 1st of December. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Shayla. So it was exciting to actually see that the program was also attracting females, because I think that's a huge thing. So it was great having her on the show so that she can maybe tell us a little bit more about herself and what excites her about the program, and also why she decided to go for the scholarship program. So maybe Shayla, can you tell us a little bit more about why you decided to apply for the program?
This is because I just finished writing my exams and I am looking to further study, and I'd want to study something that would give me a promising future and career. So yes.
Thank you for that. I think I'll give an opportunity to the team maybe to ask her some questions.
I'll take one. What excites you about the trades, specifically heating and air conditioning, and refrigeration, more specifically for the South Africa? Are you looking to do refrigeration, like as in commercial refrigeration for storage, food storage, or what's your goal in the program?
Sorry.
So what's your goal? Go ahead.
No, sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can I quickly get earphones?
Sure. Okay, so let me speak up. My question was, what was your goal for, or what do you see for yourself in the program, specifically refrigeration, commercial refrigeration, food service, food storage, medical?
Yeah, I would see myself in maybe commercial refrigerating.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's exciting news. As Yaliwe said, and Chris Compton will mention, HVACR refrigeration is predominantly a male trade, and that's just not by default. It's just what it is, and we're excited to see when a female comes along. It's not rare, but it's I say it's not unheard of, but it is rare. And so it's exciting. I've actually had several females in my classes over the years, and it's like, yeah, they're definitely outnumbered, but it's exciting.
Yes.
Yes, I'm excited too.
Okay, I'll ask a question, Sheila.
Yes.
What have you done so far in applying for the scholarship? What have you done to look at the HVACR industry, particularly? Apparently, you've identified refrigeration as a good place to be. What have you found in any research that you've done about the job market, that kind of thing?
So I've been doing my research, and like I said, I wanted to further go into something that I know would give me a promising future, because as we know, the economy is not really great this side. So I've done research, and it's something that I am interested in a bit, that I can really work with.
So does your research show that there is a demand for technicians in refrigeration? Is that what it shows?
Yeah, well, because like he said, it's more like male dominated, and as a woman, I would love to enter into the technician side, as they're not really much females. So that's also one reason why I want to enter it.
So it sounds like the
Okay.
uniqueness is desirable to you.
Yes, because there's not really much females.
Do you have any long range plans, or have you looked out in the future to see where you might go with this?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I would love it. I would love for it to become a career that I'd venture into, and I'd want to see for now how like it will be for now. And if it's very promising, I'd love to, see it as a career, something that I do as my career.
Okay.
I have a question.
What?
I have a question for you, Sheila. Thanks for joining us. First, thanks for joining us today. How did you find out about the scholarship offered from HVAC-R EDU? How did you learn about that?
So, as Yeah, Yaliwe has joined. She knows that I just got out of school, and she spoke to me and said, "Here's something interesting that you can go into." I did my research, joined the program, and I found it very interesting, and I wanted to.
Terrific. Thanks.
Have you
Okay.
have you have you
Yes,
looked
please
at
go
our
ahead.
content already?
Sorry.
Have you looked at our website and our content already?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I would recommend that you do, just go take the free sample course if you haven't already. There's a link on the little blackboard on our home page that says free sample course,
Yes.
and you can log into that and get some just get familiar with the program just to
Okay.
see how it works.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
I would pull it up and show, but I need two screens to present. So
Please do
I'm
that.
working on it, Todd. Give me a second.
okay. But on that
Not as
note, what
fast
Chris
as
is
you.
saying is on our website there is a little section up on the right hand corner. It's a little blackboard in chalk, and it says free sample course. And not only is he encouraging you, Sheila, to go take a look at it, he's encouraging anybody who's watching this and anybody who might watch this in the future. Go take a look, see what it's all about. The content that there is going to be a few select sample courses of all of our content, and there it is. See that little blackboard? It says quick links right there. It says free sample course right there. Yep. And you go to click on that, and that links you to you can enroll. Type right there. Hey, it's free. Look at that. No cost to you. You can click on the enroll for free, and you can provide your login credentials and you make one rather, and new customer. You make login credentials, and then you go get busy.
Yes, I see. Okay.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
we
that.
That
recommend.
link.
Yeah, we recommend that to anybody. I do that every
Yes.
day. Go see what we do, and if it works for you, then come on in.
And
Yes.
tell your friends.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
I will.
And just one thing, I think, David, this is for you. I don't know if you can hear me. And I think a lot of this will involve obviously immersive learning, online learning. Would you be in a position to just maybe give Shayla kind of an overview on what it looks like?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think we'll be happy to see that and also just get her views on what she feels about the program after just having a look at what is involved.
I don't know if David can hear us. He was having some audio difficulties, so let's see if he gets a chance to share.
There he goes.
There we go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
David, if you want, I'll dictate for you. But this is the connection disconnection of manifolds. You're basically this is just a simple exercise. You're on a rooftop. Basically, is what we did here. It's a split system, and safety precautions. Make sure you wear PPE, personal protective equipment. So gloves and glasses at minimum. And David's going to put his gloves on. Go through some questions. Hey, you don't need to wear PPE. Well, that's false, but good job. David got it right. And he's going to get set up here and connect his manifolds, so his digital manifolds. Now, over the years, manifolds have changed. They used to be analog. Now they're digital. Well, even digital manifolds with hoses are starting to go away, and it's going to be transducers in the industry. But the question here was to check, make sure all the hoses and seals were good. So, yep, they're good. Good job, David. And they want to let us know, hey, what kind of low loss fittings do we have here? Either a standard low loss or a ball cock low loss. And we have a ball cock low loss. So the connection is a little bit different because you have a ball cock valve to open and close the hoses. And we're going to see what our refrigerant weight is. So we'll look at this nameplate, and we'll have 410A, and I believe it's 10.6 ounces from my screen. Yep. And it says, upon verifying the factory charge, you can start connecting your refrigerant gauges. So we're going to make sure we change the manifold to the proper refrigerant. And that's just so we can use our pressure temperature charts built in. Check our hoses, make sure they're rated for 410A for the pressures. And they are 800 PSI. And now zoom and identify the type of ports, service. Do we need a service wrench? No, there's Schraders. So we can hook these straight up without a service valve. So we'll just remove our caps, and then we'll go grab our refrigerant gauges. Oh, we got to make sure. There we go. Yep, no service valves required. Attach our hoses. So red goes to the 3/8, the liquid side, and of course blue is going to go to the suction. There we go. And he's going to connect it there. This is all right. Prior to the hoses, ensure that all ports and manifolds are closed and the unit is shut off. Well, that's just a safety practice we're going to do here. Please verify the system is ready to be purged. So we got to purge all of our refrigerant out of our hoses, or in this case, our air out of our hoses, to make sure we don't put any non-condensables, contaminants into our system. So David's going to grab our yellow hose, and we're going to. I don't know if you open up your ball cocks down below, but if you didn't, you might have to. So let's see if it'll go. His ball cocks aren't open down below. So we'll open those up. Open that up, and we should be purging our hoses. So make sure he zooms in and shuts it off. Oh, we got to open our manifolds. There we go. And the next one, it should go. There we go. And there's our manifold, or close it quickly. So we have refrigerant, pure refrigerant hoses, and nothing in. I think it's a good place to stop, David. But nonetheless, these are just some of the exercises we've been developing. This is one of our ones we're about ready to launch live in one of our courses. We have a leak detection one. We're currently working on measuring cubic feet per minute, so airflow with a standard airflow with a sensible heat formula. And we're developing others as we go. And these are coupled along with our practical courses. And these are kind of like kind of bridges that gap between what you learn on screen or in like a traditional classroom to that hybrid approach, almost to true lab. So it's as close as we can get to a hands-on lab without being hands-on. And the beauty about it is the fact that it's accessible whenever it's convenient for you. You don't have to go to class at noon today and my car broke down, I can't get there. Well, you have your computer, you have decent internet connection, and the Phoenix X is going to bridge some of those gaps with the load shedding. So those things will be will take that out of equation, and you'll be able to do this wherever, worldwide.
Thank you so much for that, Todd, and thank you, David, for that as well. Maybe before we ask Shayla what her thoughts are on obviously virtual and immersive learning, Chris or Brian, would you maybe be able to just tell us a little bit about how BioFi supports virtual reality?
Sure. I'll take that one. Let me make sure I'm not on mute here.
Good. We hear you.
Okay, good.
We can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we support, as you saw with what David is demonstrating, virtual reality is big for us, and it really is one of the linchpins of our education efforts. You've obviously see what we're doing with the HVAC team, but what David is also creating, what the team is also creating, is other modules and other ways to leverage the Unreal Engine or the virtual reality platform that we use to deliver content. So what you'll see is on our websites or linked to our websites, we have created something called the Ethos Metaverse. And the Ethos Metaverse is designed to be an interactive space So not only will it deliver entertainment, it will deliver education. The idea is that we can teach people about complex subjects like Web3, decentralized finance, in addition to bringing in content from HVAC EDU about complex training. The idea is create an environment that people can learn in that is very friendly, very user friendly on any device. Right now, we're working on on Microsoft platform on PC, and we'll very soon be able to deliver content through Macs and iPhones and any device, tablets that you can imagine. So it's really about delivering high quality education efforts in a platform or in a place that meets the user's needs. So you can do it anytime, to Todd's point, anytime, any place on any device. So really, virtual reality helps
And something
us
I might add
make
to
the
that,
learning
Chris, it
experience
looks like you
better.
froze up, and I'll good segue here. Is on that note, what Chris is saying is, even though that David presented that, it doesn't give you the true reality of how crystal clear it is. You know, keep in mind this is being downgraded to a 720 or 480 pixel for the broadcast, right? Because I'm here in Germany, Chris is in Montana, and you know these guys, everybody's all over the place, and we're live with Africa. So that 720 doesn't do justice of what it really can do, and it is truly impressive when you actually use it.
Thanks,
Thank you
Todd.
so much. Thank you, Todd. So
Uh-oh. Looks like we might have lost Yaliwe. So
We'll give her a
Oh,
moment
did
to
she
come back.
freeze?
yeah, she did freeze up. So you know, Shayla, while we wait for the Yaliwe to get back connected, what did you think about the VR kind of presentation we just showed you? Something something really sparks your interest?
Yes, it was very interesting to watch, and the fact that you said that it's not reality of what it actually could be. It makes me even more excited to see it, like actually what it could be, and that's very interesting. Yes.
Yes, it really does. You know, even though it's not 3-dimensional, it's 2-dimensional. We offer it, and that's the beauty of the reason why we chose what we did without having a headset and everything like that. Yeah, that's something we could do visit later on, but having just
Mm.
the ability with your laptop or any device is really what we were trying to do. Accessibility. You back with
Yes,
us?
that was very.
yes, I am back. I was the one now
Looks like
having
Yaliwe was back.
connectivity issues. Yes, I am back. I had some connectivity issues, but I'm back now.
Wonderful.
All right.
Okay,
So
one of the things I'd
did we
like to
have any
just
questions?
add to, if I may, Yaliwe, one thing I'd like to add, I know my feed cut out a little bit earlier, but what Todd's talking about is important, the ability to use it on any device. And Sheila, one of the things that you probably saw is that as a technician, as a student, as you go through the module, you'll be able to use different types of equipment. And that was really important to us and to Chris and Todd and the entire HVAC team. They want you to be able to see what the tools like and actually use them in a virtual environment so that when you see them in the field and when you use them in the field, you know exactly what you're going to use them for, rather than trying to figure it out live. So that's one of the important things, and I hope you saw that. But that you will see is an important piece of what we're delivering through virtual reality.
Absolutely. You have something to add, Yaliwe, or are you still having connectivity problems? Okay. Well, one thing I'll take the spearhead this, and that's as we mentioned, we're developing other courses and other exercises are practical courses. Those practical courses again are typical standard presentations. Pseudo are classroom learning, what you might read in the book or what the instructor might lecture to you. But as we go on and with the BioFi team, we are developing more and more and more as we go. They aren't quick and easy to develop. They do take some time, and there will be a plethora of them, at least hopefully one day.
Yeah, it's wonderful, Sheila, that you get an opportunity to see this at the point of such an incredible movement in technology. And I would say that in the module that you just saw there, the amount of detail that goes into that is just stunning. It's just amazing because everything that you, especially the key topics, the key areas of learning, are embodied in the actual module. So turning a handle, attaching a line, reading a description, or getting a reading off of a, a tool is so important to do your job, to be able to diagnose and fix things, or to maintain these machines. It's absolutely incredible the amount of knowledge and interaction that you get through these modules. It's such an incredible detail. I am inspired every time and we meet twice a week to go through this. Every time I see this come together, I just get so inspired watching this technology build up and get better and more easy to use every day.
And as technology develops, so does our learning exercises.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think our AMA today is a good example of how complex technology can be across the world. We keep having technical issues, but
Yes.
it wouldn't be an AMA if we didn't have a wrinkle or two as we do these. So I'm just keeping an eye on Yaliwe as she comes back in. I'll make sure I add her in right away. So if there's any
Chris,
other comments, Todd, go
Chris,
ahead.
I'll add that, you know, how do people get in touch with us, and we kind of already went down that rabbit hole a little bit with going to our sample course. But if you go straight to our website, it's just like our yep, there it is right there, hvacrdu.net. It's behind my head. It's right down there on the banner as well. But that'll lead you to our landing page, and you can go to our sample course. You can request more information, contact us, anything to your pleasure. We encourage it. We look forward to hearing from you, as well as the BioFi team. Chris, how do we get in touch with you guys?
All righty, I'll put the links in just a moment.
Did I put you on the spot?
To get into that's okay. I'm trying to do all this in the background. All right, there's the first one. Okay, easy to get in touch with us. You know, our project website is Biometric Financial. We also have our corporate website, which is under finovant.com, and you can use either of them to find out information about us. And also on Twitter, we're at BioFi Global. So I'll drop that one in here in a moment as well. There's plenty of ways to get in touch with us. What I would suggest is if you are a person who is part of a project or a business who you think would benefit from working with us or working with the HVAC team, whether it's creating a virtual reality module, whether it's leveraging our security products like SATEC, our voice and face biometric, just reach out. We love reaching out to the community and engaging. In fact, the community helps us in growing our outreach. So feel free on the Finovant site. One of the things I will show you now is that on the Biometric Financial site, there is the ability for you to refer yourself or other people to meet with us. So if you know someone like HVAC or someone that brings technology to the table that can benefit from a partnership or an alignment, we can definitely help with that. There is a referral form, and I am double tasking here. Here we go. Let me bring that one up. And there we go. All right, there we go. As you can see on this screen, there's a referral tab. That is what it's for. So you can just click that, and it'll take you to a form to fill out, and with all the details of yourself or another project that you think would be a great match, and we'll reach out. So we're all about building out the ecosystem. What you'll hear us constantly say is we want to deliver utility to the people who are part of our ecosystem. We want to make it easy for them to use and deliver great content. So thank you, Todd, for the prompt on that. And I think we have
I'm not sure
Yaliwe
if you
back.
have the link. Okay,
Yes, we
I'd like
did.
to make
Which
one
one,
more thing, and one more thing I'd like to add, and I don't know if you have the link available. I know Brian Lloyd from our team is the link for. There we go. No, that's biofinancial. I believe it's just hvacrdu.net / or / Africa, I believe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Correct
I
me
will
if I'm
put that
wrong.
in right now. That's a great one, Todd. Hold on. This is
On
let me
that
stop
note,
showing up.
as Chris brings that up, for those of you who are interested in scholarships, we'd love to hear from you. Go to this website as soon as Chris gets it up here, and we'd love to support your education and your future goals, especially specifically in HVAC REU education. That is, and more on that topic. So there it is, right there. There it is. So I think we forgot a space. There shouldn't be a Africa opens. It should just be hvacrdu.net Africa or / Africa, and then there's supposed to be a space there, and it's supposed to say, "Hey, it opens in a new tab." So anyway, nonetheless, that's okay. On that note, we'd love to hear from you, and we are actually going around Africa, if I remember right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody here on the team? We're giving about
Yes.
30 scholarships, and on those 30 scholarships, we're not going to be just South Africa. We're going to go to Nigeria next. Help me out, Brian Ma.
Yeah, Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia. We're going to be all over, and it's a fantastic thing you guys are doing. It's absolutely incredible.
There's the link. There we go. Thanks, Chris. So please visit that link, take a look at it, and reach out to us. But Sheila, I do want to encourage you. Keep your head strong. It's a rewarding career, and you're going to do just fine. I promise you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think, Sheila, you have the best connectivity of all of us on this AMA.
Yes.
That's
Are
right.
there
That is
So I didn't mean to hijack anything. I was just trying to fill dead air. Where did we leave off at before we lost Yaliwe?
No, thank you so much, Todd, for actually running the show. And I think you just ended it very well. That was going to be one of my last questions. So thank you so much for running the show. And Shayla, thank you so much for joining us. We would
Yes.
be happy for you to share this news with your peers as well, not only in South
Yes.
Africa, but people out there that are interested in participating across Africa. We'll be happy if you can share the news. I don't know if there are any last words from any of the team.
How about you, Shayla? Do you have any last comments, questions?
No. Just thank you for giving me this opportunity to sit here and hear about this great program, and I will share with my peers that are interested. Thank you.
Wonderful. And if you do think about questions, comments, concerns afterwards, not just to you, Sheila, but anybody who's watching,
Yes.
feel free to drop us a line.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Are there any last words from Lucy?
Thank you, everyone, for joining. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you
Yes.
so much. So
Thank
we've
you.
come to the end of our
Thank you.
AMA
Thank you.
today. Thank you
Great
so much.
job.
And Happy New Year to everybody. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Holidays.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.